Thank you for your purchase of Prestige DIY products. Today we'll be talking to you about our Prestige Flex column systems. First, you just want to make sure you have a nice open space so that you can do your setup. Some of the other items that you're going to want to have is a rubber mallet, a tape measure, a pencil. You may need a knife and a little bit of sandpaper, a quick square. And some of the optional use at the end of the install is caulking and a caulking gun and dab. We've chosen to use two separate pieces of equipment, so we have a hammer drill and a screw gun that we can do today's install. If you have a miter saw, this is the best piece of equipment to do a quick and easy resizing of your product. Today we're going to be installing our Prestige Flex column line. Today we have an 8-inch by 10-foot recessed panel. The first stage, we're going to open up the box. We're going to keep the carton so that it's a protective surface while we do our assembly. So let's go ahead and open it up. So cutting through the box, we're going to be cutting through on the back side, so we're not worried so much of affecting the finished face, because when we package, we put our good face to good face, only leaving the interior face of the column. So in this product line, this is an on-hand product line in some of your building centers that has the shaft only with an optional use of a 1-inch thick squaring corner. This happens to be the recessed panel. It also has an optional divider, and this allows you to create different looks, or choose not to use it at all and end up having a full recessed panel or back to half-half layout. What we've done is we put a micro bevel on the edges so that you don't have to be concerned about having it lay out flush. You're simply, after the install, gonna put a little bit of Weld-On adhesive on the backside and choose your selected area to press that in, and it'll be glued into position. I want to point out the innovation. It's our Smart Lock column. That's allowing not to have any external fasteners on the finished face, thus moving this installation process to a completion much quicker than any other products that you'll see in the market space. So we're going to be going over to the area that we're going to do our install. We're going to measure our vertical height. We're going to keep in mind we're going to reduce that size by 1/4 of an inch so that we can allow for expansion contraction to happen. So we just finished measuring. We got a vertical height of 103 1/2 inches. We're going to reduce by 1/4 inch, as we mentioned. So because this is a recessed panel, we're going to lay that out twice. So we're at 103 1/2, and we're going to reduce that by 1/4 inch. So let's go to the chop saw and get this cut. Flip these end to end and go ahead and cut that, so now it'll be balanced on both ends, and we're ready for that cut. Let's go ahead now and lay up the adhesive, Weld-On 705. And we're going to use quite a bit. It'll act as a filler also, if you happen not to get everything together. And we're running right down the inside flare, and I'm going to come back this way too. Just lift this in, and then I'll be setting it up on both ends. I'm going to just make sure that the ends are flush, and a bit of a press, and then I'm going to work my way back and press that into a nice connection. A little bit of a hit to get it started. I'm going to tip it up on its edge. That'll allow me to now work the panel in from top to bottom. One more spot here, and then we're going to take it over. Also part of our solution in our column system is our skirt accent. We call a squaring L as our first part of our installation. The squaring L holds our column in its vertical alignment. The vertical alignment is to hold the column in its true level plane around the structure. The install around the structural post will happen like swinging two doors together. And we've added the glue. We have adhesive running up these two flights on both halves. The squaring corner is also part of the accent of the finished look. So we finished the installation of the Prestige Flex column. And now we have a decision to make if we want to utilize the optional 4-inch divider kit. You can use these and glue them into position. Use some of the tape from the outside corners to hold it while it's curing. Just decide if you want to have a reverse 2/3, 1/3. slide it up to half-half, or you can go all the way up and have a nice estate look. You've now finished the installation of your Prestige Flex column. Our recessed panel gave you the versatility to use the dividers to create your own look for your residence. If you need any other information, go to our resource center at www.prestigediy to look at how to finish your products if you so choose to add paint. Thanks for your purchase and enjoy.